The calendar says fall, and that means it's time to grab a rod and reel, and don't forget to pack a lunch as we head to the Oregon coast to find the salmon. Hi there, I'm Grant McComey, your host for Travel Oregon's Grant's Getaways, and then we head into the kitchen with a couple of pros who really know their way around salmon and learn some interesting recipes that'll leave you hungry for more, so come on along. We're headed to the coast where they like to say, fish on, when they start the day. Some say a rosy sunrise is the best way to start the day. It is gorgeous, to be sure. It's a coho. Hatchery fish. But not nearly as much fun as this.
I have never in my life seen as many coho that are off the Oregon coast right now. Up and down the coast, from what I hear, are just plugged full of coho.
Fishing partners Todd Davidson and TREY CARSKADON and guide John KRAUTHOEFER agree this year's record run of salmon isn't close to being done.
And that's a coho, gentlemen. That is a wild coho. Yeah, it's as big as some of the Chinook that we're catching.
You can tell that Todd's coho is a wild fish because the adipose fin, a small half-moon-shaped fin in front of the tail, is intact. Hatchery fish have it removed when they're babies.
You're allowed one a year because the population is up to where we can sustain a limited harvest without impacting the rest of them. The numbers have just skyrocketed.
The technique is simple enough.
Let it down, keep it clean, keep it fresh, keep it in the zone where the fish are at, a couple cranks off the bottom, and control your emotions.
And there are plenty of coho to go around. Oh, baby, that's a nice looking fish.
Purdy.
It's a nice fish to see. Yeah, that is a gorgeous.
And since your first one was a hatchery one, isn't that a beauty?
Oh, it's absolutely beautiful.
Isn't that pretty?
Look at that. That's just great.
This
Oregon coastal coho salmon.
Yeah. It's not going to be any fresher than that piece of coho that's going to be on my barbecue tonight, with a little fresh cut rosemary from right on the garden, and we keep it simple around our place.
We've just enjoyed the tremendous amount of cohos and kings to sell for weeks on end now.
The simpler, the better, say lifelong friends Pete Edison and Steve Fick. The native Astorians are pros in the seafood business, and they say this has been season of the salmon.
We have a strong demand for this product from so many fronts, from the consumer, restaurants, and retail. There's a great demand for it.
Today, a couple of their favorite recipes, including salmon kebabs. Lemon butter is poured over chunks of fresh salmon that are placed on skewers with peppers, tomatoes, shrimp, and even pineapple. Colorful, delicious, and different. The kebabs cook over indirect heat, while back in the kitchen,
You got to have a hot pan. If this isn't hot, all that's going to do is soak that oil up, and you're going to have a gooey mess.
they love to show off the ease of cooking cheeks, salmon cheeks, that come from a part of the fish most folks overlook, and that's too bad.
They're a delicacy. They really are.
They flour each silver dollar-sized fillet, dip each into an egg wash, and then cover them with a soda cracker coating.
These are almost done.
Fick says the cooking time is only a moment. Overcooked salmon tastes like cardboard. Finally, a bonus recipe, a salmon salad with chanterelle mushroom dressing. The prep work began earlier in the day in Steve's favorite forest.
There we go. Yep, that's a good one.
They're called chanterelles, and since 1999, the gorgeous fungi have been Oregon's official state mushroom.
Let's go get the big patch.
Look at that.
Good spot.
The chanterelle's golden orange hue and chalice shape make them hard to spot, but their woodsy flavor is hard to resist.
And sometimes you find one, and then pretty soon it leads you to a bunch more of them.
Fick describes the taste as full-bodied and buttery,
There we go. Here's another one.
a perfect complement for different kinds of foods.
You know what I really appreciate about this? The best is yet to come.
Cooking.
We're going to cook these up, and I can't wait.
Back in the kitchen, Steve slices the mushrooms lengthwise and then adds them to a hot pan with melted butter.
I think they have much more character. They have more of a heartier, richer taste to them.
Salmon strips were cooked on the barbecue. They're placed over a bed of spinach salad with chunks of feta cheese. The hot chanterelle dressing is poured atop the salad, and it's a fine addition to the table. Each recipe is so easy anyone can try and provide a fine way to round out a day's adventure, catching and cooking Oregon's fresh-caught salmon. Back on the water,
Reel.
Oh yeah. Roamer.
This is a king.
Oh yeah. All right. There you go.
Oh, look at that. Look at the sun on that. Is that pretty or what?
We have an amazing bounty here that then we're able to take home and make some magical things happen in our kitchen, or we can dine out and see what the chefs are doing, enjoy great Oregon wines and craft beers and craft distilleries, and it all makes for an amazing culinary experience.
These are the good old days. This is some of the best fishing that we've seen in probably the last 50 years. For me, it's as good as it gets. This is as good a salmon as you'll find anywhere on the planet.
we have all the details, directions, and the contact information and those recipes right here on the Travel Oregon website, so be sure to check it out. Until next week, do get out here and explore the great Oregon outdoors. Let Travel Oregon be your guide. For Travel Oregon, I'm Grant McComie.